Let me start. First I'm going to introduce you with a Salesforce screen for those people who are not were seeing the screen for the first time or not very familiar with Salesforce screen. Okay. So once we give our login ID and password, we come to the home page of salesforce.com. So you can see that we are in the home page of salesforce.com, and home page, like any other page, there are a lot of customization is possible. Okay. However, I will open another login because this is a completely new login. Okay, I'll just Okay, so once you log into your salesforce.com, you come to the home page. Under home page, these all are called tabs. Okay, this chatter, accounts, contact, opportunity, product, activities, reports, dashboard, calendar, cases, all these are called tabs. Through these tabs, you access the respective object. What is an object? Why do we use it? We are going to discuss later. Just for the time being, to make it simplified, I understand it's a module, where we capture all the relevant information. So account object, we are going to keep account related information. Contact object, we are going to create contact related information, stuff like that. So contact tab will help me to access contact object. So these are the different tabs. On the right hand side corner here, these all are called force.com app menus. If I can put my mouse here, force.com app menu. I hope during demo class I discussed something you remember, that why do we use salesforce.com? We use salesforce.com for two purpose. One, we can use Salesforce CRM, that is a default application, or that is standard application from salesforce.com. Plus we can use custom application on force.com platform. So custom application in the sense, example, I am working, there is a hospital. They are saying, Sabya, develop a small application for our hospital. So I create a hospital management system. There is a school. I create a ERP for a school. There is a manufacturing company. They are saying, neither I need a ERP, CRM software. I need a small inventory management application where I am going to capture all my inventory details. There is a company, example, there is a trading company. Trading company means what they do? They buy goods from somebody and they sell those materials to customer. So they are buying and selling. Example, a company turnover. In a year, a company do business, example, 800 crores. In that case, probably 750 crores, or he is buying. So purchase is a very important function in his company. So he can develop a purchase management application, vendor management application. So one company may have very different kind of needs. So we can develop application. Now all these applications will be available here. All applications will be available here. Now if I am system admin, I will have all the access, but I may not give all application access to all my employees, right? So based on their profile, their respective or their required application will appear here. How to do that, how to control, how to give visibility of applications, we are going to learn in coming days. Okay, this is setup. Okay, so what happens, any kind of customization you do, configuration you want to do, you will go to your setup page. So this is your setup page. Here you do all your customization configuration. Okay, again I'm coming back to the home page. Now here you can see, create new. So if I want to create a new record, example, I want to create a new contacts, I have two options. I go to that particular tab, I open that tab, and there I will have, new option. Whereas I have one more option, I come here, and here I can create, new contact from here also. Okay, so my new tab is open. Here I have option create new. Same thing I can do, create new here. So this is the create new shortcut. What is shortcut? Example, I am the director of a company. I access say 5 reports very frequently. So what I can do, or very frequently means in a day I'll look at these reports 5 times. So I can give the shortcut for those reports here. Okay, otherwise what I need to do, I will go to the report tab. There I have 500 reports. Again I search that report, then I run that report, so it's difficult. Instead of that, whatever is important for me, I just create a shortcut here. Okay, these are the recent items. Whatever recently I have clicked, those items will appear here, so that immediately after half an hour you want to just work on that object, you just come here and open that particular record. Okay, so these are the recently visited or edited record. Message and alerts, you can give your custom messages or custom alerts to your sales team or service team or to your end user. Okay, recycle bin, as you know, once you delete something, all deleted items will come to recycle bin. This is Salesforce homepage. Acha, I'll show you here. For everyone, anywhere, any doubts, immediately stop me and ask me. Okay, this is when you log in, you means you as a end user. When you log in, you will get your top 3 important dashboard here. Now you may be a director of a company or a general manager or vice president or sales manager, sales executive, customer support manager, accountant. So based on your profile, we can customize the home page dashboards. Based on that, we can customize your home page dashboard. These are my tasks. Whatever you do in your organization, say you are the director of a company and you are using Salesforce, or you are general manager, vice president, sales manager, customer support manager, accountant, payment collection executive, whatever. You do lot of tasks every day. For an example, I'm a simple, I'm a payment collection executive. Okay, I called you and I told Parikalpa, your payment is pending, when I can come or when you will make the payment. So Parikalpa is saying that Sabya, I'll make the payment day after tomorrow. Okay, so what I will do here, I will create a task here that day after tomorrow I need to follow up with Parikalpa for the payment. Now I will give a due date for that, and based on that due date my task will appear here. So when I come to my office, I check what are my tasks for the day. So whatever I have planned with today's date, that is 9th of July date, all tasks will appear here. Now I'm going back to home evening and I want to check my tomorrow's task. I can check what are my tasks for tomorrow. Sometimes what will happen, I have planned certain tasks and I have not completed those tasks. So those all will come under overdue task. So what is the formula for overdue? Task due date is somewhere before today. So all those tasks, just see what is happening here. I am clicking on overdue task. So many tasks I have. You can see that for GR developer, follow-up call with Ashok. VKC developer spoke to Adish. He asked to call me on Monday for meeting. When I supposed to do that? 1st December 2014. And it is coming red color because it is all previous dated task. So this is my task section. Now coming to the calendar section. As you know, you all manage your calendar, maybe on Outlook, maybe on Google, and you can see how busy your day is, where you have meetings and all. So those things we are going to maintain in calendar. Okay. Example, I am a sales executive. If I click on this particular icon, what will happen? I can see my calendar. So if I click here, I can see my calendar. If I click on 31 days, I can see my whole month calendar. Okay. If I click on one, I can see my today's calendar. So this is, once we click on this image, that is single head, I can see my calendar. But if I want to see my team calendar, I am a general manager, I have 20 sales executive, I want to know how busy they are today. So I click on multi-user calendar view and I can see my team's calendar. See, this is my team. Astray, Bhumika, Moumita, Sabyasachi is me, Dev, Harish, this is, I can see what they are doing today. I can see their 7 days calendar.
Can you sync up this calendar with Outlook? I mean, just inquisitive about it. I mean,
no, definitely it's very important thing because so please do feel free to ask whatever doubts, because it is not your doubt. When you go for implementation tomorrow, the managing director of your customer, he is going to ask you the same thing. He will say, boss, I manage my calendar in Outlook, my some of my executive manage their calendar on Gmail, and there is one more calendar. Now if I maintain all three calendars separately, then I will forget. I'll forget to see my Salesforce calendar, I'll see my Outlook calendar, and then I miss something. So what is going to happen? There is a topic we are going to discuss, how to sync your Outlook calendar, Google calendar with Salesforce calendar. So all calendar will sync. So either you create calendar in Salesforce or in Google or in Outlook, all can sync. Okay?
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. So, but how to do it? That itself is a topic we are going to discuss.
No problem. Yeah.
Now, after calendar, there is something called items to approve. Items to approve is, in many cases, we will have approval process. Example, I am a sales executive. I have sent one quotation, one proposal to my customer saying, sir, if you want to buy my product or services, you need to pay X amount. He is saying it's very, very high. I need 30% discount on that. So then, if I need to give more than say 5% or 10% discount, I need to take approval from my manager. So I will request to my manager, sir, for this particular customer, give me 20% discount, and I will submit, that request, approval request. Now, once I submit, he can see all the items to approve. Whatever approval request is coming to him, all approval request will come here. So he can decide either to approve or to reject, or to reassign it to somebody. Okay. So this is your home page. How to set up approval process itself is a topic we are going to discuss. Okay. So this is your home page. Now tell me if there is any confusion here about this home page.
No, not at this point.
Okay. Yeah, Parikalpa.
Yeah, that overdue on the showed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when it is completed, there is a mark called a cross. Is it not completed or how?
No. So the status of the task is not started. Now, if I want to complete that task, what I do, I click here. So what happens? Automatically status change to completed. Otherwise, if I just open that task, I'll just show you. I am opening that task. What happens? The record opens with, the default status. Right. So cross mark is, directly it changes the status and record comes in a editable mode. And now you give the update and you close the call, this particular thing. Okay. Any other doubt from anyone here?
Now, this task would be related to a specific thing,
So
or it could be
task,
just
yeah, task is a very very important object, and whatever you do in salesforce.com, task will be associated to it. Example is say Kinjal. Kinjal is one of our student. So I am following up with Kinjal, and so there is just imagine there is a student object where Kinjal is my student. So I can do lot of follow up, lot of task with Kinjal. Now, okay, this point of time you will not understand. I'll discuss the task thing very properly. Okay, task itself is a standard object. We are going to discuss it in details.
no problem.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let us, before we discuss further things, let me tell you how we are going to start the learning. Salesforce offer two things. One, Salesforce CRM. Another is force.com platform where you create your custom application. Your customers, sometimes people get confused that what we are doing, how it's going to help and all. I'm sure you know this, but still I'm going to explain you little bit. Example, there is a company here, this particular company name is ABB Limited. ABB Limited is looking for a CRM software or for a custom application. So what they do, they contact a software development company. Example, they are talking to TCS. Okay. So ABB will speak to TCS ki boss, I need CRM. TCS will say okay fine, we will implement for you. Then what is your role? You will be working for TCS and you are going to develop it. You are going to develop that CRM as per the requirements of ABB. But who are going to use it? The employees of ABB, maybe the sales people of ABB, service guys of ABB, they will be the end user of this. So you are not the end user, you are the developer, and those guys will be the end user. Now this ABB has two choice. One, they use CRM application or they use custom application which is developed on force.com platform. That means, example, they are going for CRM implementation. Now if you need to implement CRM, means you need to customize it as per their requirements. So before you customize an application, example, it's a Java application. I am saying, Parikalpa, you go and customize this Java application. So before you customize the application, first you need to know what is Java, how to work on Java, how to customize, do all the customization on Java platform. Basic knowledge of Java is important before you customize any Java application. Similarly, Salesforce is offering you standard CRM application. You need to customize it. But that CRM has been developed on a platform called Force.com platform. So first, you need to know how to work on Force.com platform. You have to get familiar with Force.com platform. Then only you can customize Salesforce CRM. So our learning, we are going to start with Force.com platform first. Then we are going to learn, about after few classes on Force.com platform, we are going to learn about Salesforce CRM. Right? We all are fine with it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Perfect. Who is the other person? Hemant is there. Another? Kinjal, is it?
No, Kinjal.
Okay, good Kinjal. Morning. Okay, so let us see what to do. So first we will create a custom application on Force.com platform. So how to do it? For that we need to go to setup, click on setup. So on your right hand top corner you have the setup link. You have setup. By any chance you are not getting setup here, then setup must be inside this. Under your name you will find setup here. Okay, right now setup will be here only for all new login. Now after that I am going to build. What I am going to build? I am going to create a new application. So I click on create, this arrow mark, and I create a new application. Here you can see there are lot of applications are already available. Okay, we call these as standard application. Those application developed by Salesforce.com, these all are standard application. I click on new. So I create new application and I start with custom application. Console application we are going to discuss later. Click new. Next. Give the name of the application. Okay, app label. App label is what is coming here. What all these things you can see, these are the app label. Okay, so you give app label. School management system is the app label. Okay, and app name, API name is taking automatically. This is a unique name. You cannot. Yeah.
Savyaji, just a question.
Yeah.
Now this what you are kind of creating is a custom app which will be on top of Salesforce, or this is a completely independent app which you are developing on Force.com?
It's a completely independent app. So I'll just tell you like this. So when you get Salesforce license, example, right now you have Salesforce license. Imagine you have purchased or free, whatever, So it is something like this. You have Salesforce CRM. Okay. This is your Salesforce CRM application you have. This Salesforce CRM is built on Force.com platform. Okay, now for some of the user, example, you are going to create another application. So this is how we are going to create one more application. So whatever application is there, that is there, plus I'm going to create additional application now. So
okay, so then there is if you want to integrate it with CRM at
possible.
A later date, sorry.
Very much possible.
Yeah, so it is possible.
Very much possible, yes. So these all are independent application. Now I have one user who will use this and this. So that user will have all three access. However, I have another user who will use only this. I have another user who will use only this and this. So I
Okay.
can decide who is going to use how many applications.
Right. And how many applications can you develop on the Force.com platform, or the CRM license? See, if my company has a CRM license for 5 users or 10 users, okay. As you mentioned, you will also get a Force.com platform license, right? So, how many applications can you, such
Develop.
custom applications can you develop?
Salesforce has a huge, licensing type. So Salesforce have lot of
Okay.
Salesforce CRM license. Under CRM license also they have Sales Cloud, Service Cloud license. They have Force.com license. Now based on under Force.com license also they have 5 or 6 type. Each of Sales Cloud and Service Cloud they have 5 type. So how many, it depends on what license you are using. So we are going to have a detailed licensing class where I am going to discuss all these things.
Okay, okay. So for now, you are saying that it must be dependent on some size of,
It's based on the license. I'll just give you one example. There is a license called Force.com admin license. Okay. Force.com admin license, if you use, you can create up to 200 applications. There is something called unlimited license where you can create unlimited n number of applications. Okay.
Okay.
So it depends which license you are going to use.
Sure, sure.
And as you understand, unlimited license cost is also that much. Enterprise license, cost is different. Correct. So I am going to discuss the licensing in the later class.
Sure, sure, sure.
Okay, now let us move forward on this application. So this is my app label, app name. Click next. Now here you can see the application image. This is the default image is coming. Now you can give your company logo. Okay, you can give your company logo here. So you need to insert image, but you need to see it should be less than 20 KB. So you need to create one image, then you need to, which should be lesser than 20 KB, and then you can insert the image. And here you can see that you can insert, search the image only from your personal document. Okay, so there is a object in Salesforce.com. There is a standard app, object called documents. I'll just show you. Here you can see there is a object called documents. Okay, if you click document object, here you have option to upload a new document. So here you can click, and here you can see choose file to upload. So the 20 KB file what you have created, that you need to upload here in your document first, and then the same document you can use in your custom application. Correct. So you should practice it. You should try it. By any chance,
So,
yeah.
So this will help me to kind of change the logo and
That's it.
right.
It's
Okay.
only the logo, you will feel good. Wow, my company logo is coming. Okay.
Right, right.
So many times, just on a lighter note, many times we go for a demo. Okay. So example, I'm going to your company to show you that how Salesforce will work. So even if we do any customization or not, we insert the logo here. So the director, MD or customer will think, wow, they have done so much for us, huh? They have customized it, almost done, for our company, because they can see their company logo there. So it's just mind, So anyway, move forward, click next. Now, just try to understand the application you are creating. School management system, there are a lot of existing tabs are already available. If you want, you can use those tabs as well. As because I am creating a new application, it does not mean that I cannot create standard objects or standard tab for this application. Okay, so what I am going to do,
When you are saying standard tabs, that means your own custom tabs.
no. So whenever I say standard, standard means whatever Salesforce has created. Wherever I say standard, that means it has been created by salesforce.com.
Okay, so the one which we are seeing on the screen are all the standard tabs.
All the, actually, right now there is no custom tab, so custom tab is not coming. So here all standard and all custom tab will come.
Okay.
All standard and all custom tab will come. So if you
Okay.
create another custom tab, that will come here.
Okay.
So now I select that in this application I'm going to use report tab, I'm going to use dashboard tab, I'm going to use, that's it, these are the two tab I'm selecting. And my default tab, when you log in, you come to your home page, I told you, na? But you can decide that no, I don't want to come to home page, my important thing is dashboard. So I want to go to dashboard section. So you decide which one will be your landing tab. Okay, click next. Acha, we have created one application. Example, this application is a accounting application. Kinjal, you tell me, this accounting application is required for all the employees in the company?
No, it would be generally for only the accounts department.
Absolutely correct. So here I have all the different profile of profiles. Under one profile I may have many users. Okay, so I will give this particular application access to which all profile, that I am going to decide here. So if I give accessible to only this profile, they can see it. Only users under this profile can see it. Nobody else will have the access of this particular application.
Savyaji, is this again the standard profile related definition?
Yes.
Or
So
it was based on the tabs which you selected?
no. See, we have created one application, correct? Say accounting application,
Right.
that accounting application I want to give access to only my accounting team. Okay.
Okay.
So then I will decide which all profile of users, which all profile of people can access this application. It's as simple as that. Okay.
Okay.
So
So irrespective of which tab you select,
Correct.
this profiling still remains the same.
Absolutely correct. So it doesn't matter which all tabs you have selected. This application won't be visible. Okay. So for the timing, I'm making it visible. Okay. What is this default? See here, I have so many application access. But when I come, sales is coming on the top. Sales is my default application. But if you want not sales, this school management system should be my default application. You select this as default. So when you log into the system, by default, school management system will appear here. Okay. Click save. You can see right now there is no application. Now save. So you are creating a new application called school management system. See, your application has been created and you can see it's a custom application. And now come here, school management system is available here. Correct. And you can see these are the two additional tabs we have added. Right. Anything to discuss here as of now?
No, Sarvesh, I'm good.
Okay. Parikalpa, anything? Hello, Parikalpa, you there?
Yeah. I was.
Okay. So, anything to discuss as of now?
No.
Okay, perfect. Now let us go to the next step. I have created one application, school management system, but see, it's completely blank. Nothing is there. Only application is not going to help me at all. So I need different modules in these applications, where I am going to, just a second, okay, where I'm going to capture relevant information. Yes.
Sabya, one question. We discussed about a default application which is coming, right?
Correct.
So, but what happens? I have noticed that suppose you have got two applications and you are on one application, you log out.
No.
Your default, you log out and then come in. You come to that whatever was the last login application.
Not like that. Let me show you. For an example, this is your sales application. Okay, I am going to log out now. Okay.
Yes.
So here I will give the okay. So but it should come actually.
Now you log into now school management or any other application.
So you are saying
Log
whatever
out.
is the default, but I will check. There must be some other settings we need to enable, because yeah.
Because I have tried that many
Acha.
times. I also that profile will rule everything. But
Huh.
whenever you log out and it says now sales school management, now you go to some other say call center application, log out.
Huh.
Once you log in again, you will go to call center.
Not the default
Why? Yeah. What is the difference between this default and that? I don't know. That's what my question.
Okay, no, default is that. I will just check that, why it is not coming. I'll just make a note of it. I'll see
Yeah.
tomorrow. Okay.
Maybe because you have an admin login. Maybe that is the reason.
We can try at least as a user login. We may try.
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah,
if
correct.
when this kind of small doubt is there, the best is go to the Salesforce forum and type it. You will definitely get. That
Okay.
how Salesforce default thing works. You will get.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Anyway.
No, just because we were on the default. That's
Correct,
why I
correct. Yes.
I asked this question.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Now, this school management system does not have any module where I'm going to capture these informations. So what I do, I need to create certain modules where I will capture relevant information, for about the school. Example, I have some student, I need to capture student information. I have a certain teacher, I need to maintain teacher database, classroom database, subject database, library database. I need to capture lot of different information. To capture all these informations, how I need to create those objects. What is an object? I'll just show you. Object, you can imagine it's a Excel file, it's a table in your database. Okay. So all the column in a table represent the field in the object. I'll just show you. Example, I open a particular record. These all are my fields. So each field is my column. Okay. name, student email ID, student phone number, student mobile number, father name, mother name, address, whatever. So all these are column, and every record I insert in the system, it's a row in the database. So this is object. The object is a table. Okay. Now I need to create one object here. So how do I create an object? Same thing. First you go to setup, then I will just go to create, then I go to objects, and here I create new custom object. So click new custom object and give the name of the object. So object name, example, I am giving student. Okay, plural of student is students. Okay, object name, it is coming automatically here. If you want to give any description, you can give for what purpose you are going to create this object. And this I am going to discuss little later. Okay, for the timing, you understand there is one field is going to create student name, and the field is text. I'll just explain you once the object is created. Here you can see optional features. Here you can allow reports, allow activity, field history tracking, allow chatter in groups. What is that? Allow reports. If you think tomorrow on student object you need to create some report, okay, you need to allow report. Just 1 second, just 1 second. Okay, so if I need reports, I'll allow reports. Allow activity, I'm going to show you. Okay, track field history. What is that? Example, I want to track the history of a field. There is a mobile number. You entered a number. Then somebody came and he changed the number of that mobile field. Then again somebody else changed the number of the mobile field. So you want to know what was the first number, then what was the second number, then what was the third number. If you enable that field history tracking, then only you can do it. Otherwise you cannot track the history of the field. And then allow in chatter groups, we are going to discuss the chatter. Under chatter it will come. Yeah,
what you are saying is track field history. It means that it maintains audit for all the fields which you have created.
See, I'll just show you. Approval history. Example, this is a company. Okay, this is the phone number. Okay, now I am changing this phone number to something else and I'm saving it. Example, now you want to know what was the previous number, who changed that number.
Right.
So then if you enable that field history tracking, you can track it.
Okay, and so you can do that for all the fields which are there, or it is only for few specific fields?
See, it's not for all the fields basically. First of all, right now, where are you? You are at the object level, correct?
Right.
So we are saying this object has that facility. Now that object may have 500 fields.
Right.
But you cannot do it for all 500 fields. There is a limitation few number of fields. I forgot because what is the exact number, but it's definitely not all the fields. So once you go to field history tracking, their number will be displayed. How many?
Right. Is there some intelligence like say only mandatory fields you can have?
Nothing.
Nothing of that.
Nothing like that. Okay. Now object allow sharing. There is something called sharing settings. How do I share my data with my colleague? Okay, if you want to share, then you need to allow sharing. This bulk API and this streaming API, it is required for your API access for your integration. If you need to integrate this particular object with another application, another object, then you need to allow this APIs. Okay.
This is the same integration you would use for integrating with Salesforce also.
See, for integration, first of all, your API should be enabled.
Right.
So here you are allowing the API access. Ki boss, okay. API is ready. Now how do you do integration and all? That's a big chapter.
Correct.
Okay. Now deployment status. It's not that very important, because whenever we do any development, that we are going to do anyway in sandbox. So once we move it to production, it will be always deployed, right? So this is not very important feature for us. This is additional feature. Add notes and attachments. Let me add that. And launch a new custom tab. As I told you that, under the tab, see, these are the tabs, and then there is a account object. Right now what we are creating the object, but if you need a tab for this object, then you need to allow create new custom tab. Okay, so two, three things I'm going to show you. One is activity, another is notes and attachments, another is custom tab. Okay, now you save it. Once you create, every tab has a style. What is that tab style? See here, these all are tab style. All are tab style. Now why do I need a tab style?
To identify separately.
Absolutely correct. Just see here, looking at this record, I understand it's an account record. Looking at this round color, I know it's an opportunity record. So easily, this particular thing it is saying it is a contact record. So looking at the icon, I can understand. So for this particular object, I am going to create a tab. So I create a tab. Example, this is the student tab style. Next. Okay. Parikalpa, you tell me that. Okay. I have one application, SAP. Okay. SAP has lot of modules. Purchase, finance, inventory, sales, manufacturing, production planning, lot many things. Now I am giving access to you for SAP. Application access I am giving. Does it mean that I need to give all the module access to you?
No.
No, right? So I can give you application access, but that application will have multiple, modules. I will decide which all module access I'll give it to you, which all module access I'll not give. So this is the same thing. Application access we have given. Under that application, I have multiple, objects, multiple tab. Here I decide which all, tab access or which all, object access I'm going to give you. This is basically tab access. Okay. So here by default it is on. On means you can view it. Okay. However, I can make it by default default off. What is default off? See here. Default on means it will be visible here. Okay. Default off means when you click on this plus sign, you come to all tab. So default off means it will be here under all tabs. Hidden means it is hidden. Hidden and hidden means that is hidden. So right now I am keeping it default on for all the profile. Moving to next, and now I have lot of application in Salesforce. For which application I want to include this tab? For all the application? No. So I remove that and I'm saying add this particular tab for this particular application only and save. The moment you save, see what is happening. There is a tab. As because it is default on, it is coming here. So we have created one new object. So are you all fine with it? Anything to discuss here? Yeah.
Sabya, one question. One question. Now we say that this particular object is available to which profiles, right?
Correct.
We have that tab.
Correct.
Okay. Now that particular option is available in for multiple. Say my profile is there, and my profile, this particular say student profile, can be student. What do you call it? Object will be available in say two applications. One is school management, and one more say
whatever.
Something class management. Whatever.
Correct.
So suppose I don't give on this particular thing, but I want to have access on other application. Will I be able to do it, or will it be this tab will not be accessible to this profile at all on any application?
If you are not giving this tab access, okay. So
Hemant, I did not get your question.
Okay, for example, I'll give you one example like accounts. Say accounts is a standard object, right? Now, in one application, I want to have access for account to give that profile to that account. But in other, there are different applications. Like there is sales application, there is a student management application, there is a recruiting application, and number of applications. That object accounts is available in two different applications. Say call center as well as on say sales. Okay, in sales, I want to give one profile access to one accounts, but in other, I don't want to give. Is it possible? That was my question.
That's very much possible actually. That's very much possible. I'll just show you, one thing here. Example, this is my, sales application where
Correct.
I have account object access. Okay.
Correct.
Or rather product object access. Now I
Right.
have one more application for a training CRM. So here I don't give that particular, application access. Sorry,
Okay.
that tab access. So that's very
Okay.
much possible.
Okay. So same profile.
Same profile, yes. Okay.
And what is a splash page?
Splash
So,
page
yeah.
is, every time you create a object, I'll just show you.
There was one option before
Correct.
created that.
Correct, I'll show you.
It shows the message.
Correct. So whenever you create anything or you go to any page of salesforce.com, one thing is common is this, help for this page. Now, if you are in a standard page, example, you are in this page, which is a standard page, help for this page, if you click, you will get relevant information for this particular page. Correct? But you have created one object called student. Now, if I click here, help for this page, am I going to get student related information? No, right? Because Salesforce doesn't know, they don't know that what kind of object you are going to create. So I can create a separate page, for this, and I can link that page here. Understood. So what happens, for an example, Cloud Experts has developed a nice, beautiful real estate application. So when I'm giving that real estate application to my, customer, I can link them with a help for this page. Right? So they will be able to access, anytime any help required, they will go here. So while discussing this, let me tell you, while practicing salesforce.com, anywhere, anytime, any confusion, clarification, support required, this is your best support. Click on help for this page. That page related help will come to you. Okay, so this is like a, your Bible. Anyway, let us move forward. So we have created one custom object. Point to note is, you can see that there are 4 standard fields. What does it mean? This field has been created automatically when you create a custom object. So object itself is custom, but 4 fields created automatically by Salesforce.com. So these are my standard field. So let me go to my student object. Let me create a new student. Let me give a name for this student and save it. You can see that these are the 4 fields coming. Correct. And here you can see I told 2 things I'm going to tell you. One is activity, task, create task, option, allow task. So this is your task section, and there was another optional feature was notes and attachments. So any document you want to attach related to this student, you can attach it here. So these are the optional feature. If you don't need, you could have enabled, disabled that, or even I can remove it right now also. So this is how we have created one object. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to create one more object right now, and in a little faster manner. So where I'm going to capture all my teacher information. So I go create new custom object, give a field called teacher. Okay, plural is teachers, object name. Okay, see here record name. See, when you are creating, there is a record name, student name, one field is getting created automatically. This is the field. Okay, record name, which is a text data type. It's a text field.
This is the unique one, right?
Which one? See, every
Student name.
yeah, it's unique. It's not like unique.
So which is a unique one?
There will be a record ID will be created.
ID. Okay, that will be at the back end.
Correct.
Okay.
Click next. Now I want to include that also here. Save. Okay, so I have these 2 objects. Okay, now I want to capture lot of information about this student. As I told you, what is a student object? It's a table. So by default 4 fields has been created, but I want to capture lot of other information about the student. Okay, so what I do, I need to create those fields in the object. So I go to my student object. So one thing, this particular page, where are we now? We call this page as definition page, because we are going to define everything in this particular page. This particular page, we call it as detail page. So end user will view the detail page. So if I say go to the student definition page, you need to go to the backend page, setup page. When I say go to detail page, you need to come to this particular page, right? There is one more thing. Whatever Salesforce object we are using, we call these object as S object. S object is Salesforce object. All custom object, all standard object together, it is S object. But sometimes people will say S object is standard object, which is wrong, right? So there is something called S object, all Salesforce object. Okay, now I'm going to create a new field under student. Here you can see I can create new field. So let me create new field here. And when I'm going to create new field, I am getting lot of other options. So I need to decide what kind of field I want to create. So here I have something to tell you. Salesforce has 3 type of data type. Okay. So what are these 3 type? Auto number. Sorry. Very sorry. That is called read only, relationship, and generic. These are the 3 type of data type. So these are the type. Under this type we have fields. What are the fields under read only? One is called auto number, another is called formula, another is called roll up summary. Sorry.
Savage, one question. You are saying read only, relationship, and generic.
Correct.
By the understanding of it, read only, you cannot make any change to that field. Is
Absolutely.
what I understand.
Correct.
Yeah. Relationship would be, it will be related to a specific other data object in some another table or something.
Absolutely correct. So name suggests it is for some kind of relationship.
Okay.
So it is
now
basically,
the question
yeah.
which I had was, can I change this data type at a later date in the system? Is it possible?
Example.
I have got a data of say item lot, okay, which I am having in my custom application, or since you have taken the student, I will use class or
Okay.
division of the student, which I have made it say read only.
Okay.
And later on the student class changes to from A division to B division.
Okay.
Okay. Is it possible for me to change that?
Yes.
Or is it possible for me to link a particular division to a particular teacher?
See, that is very, very much possible. Okay. Yeah. So let us understand read only. You can only read, you cannot edit. Relationship, we relate, to object. Okay. Example. I have object A, I have object B, I have teacher object, I have student object. I want to relate these two objects. So I will say one teacher has many student. So I want to link it to one to many. Right? I will link it to one to many. Example. So one teacher, many student. Right? So
Can I define that also, that it would be one to many or many to many,
yes,
or
yes,
many to one?
correct. So ultimately through relationship, what we are doing, we are relating two objects, we are defining the relationship, either it's a parent child, many to many, one to many, all these we can define, right? So
many to many is not available, right? Many to many is through only junction box.
Correct. But again, you can do it using the same relationship data type.
You can have only one to many only in here. Only you have to create 2 many to relationship or something like that.
Correct. By default they give one to many or many to one. But if you want to create many to many, through a junction object, you can do
box.
that.
Yeah,
Yes.
junction object you can.
Yeah. So under relationship data type, you have two type of field: lookup and master detail. Okay. Now let us come to the generic. All other type of fields are generic fields. Example: email ID, phone number, pick list, drop down kind of thing, multi-select pick list. Okay, multi-select pick list. Then you can say your URL for website address. Okay, text, like that. There are many other fields available. So these are the three major type. Today let us discuss about read only data type. Okay, So can you give me, Krinjal, one example? Acha, here if you see, there are three sections very clearly visible. Auto number, formula, roll up summary. That is read only. Second box, lookup, master detail and external lookup. What is external lookup? Example, you have one object, okay, student. That particular object you want to link it with another application, another object, okay. So then you create a external lookup relationship, okay. And
That external application is a Salesforce application or any other application also?
any other application,
Any other technology also?
any other technology also, right? So it is example, you want to do it with another application is there. Example, I will say accounting application, okay, under force.com platform, okay. So there you want to create a relationship that I want to link that particular accounting software with this student object, and I want to create a relationship over there. So I can do that, okay. And third one, all these coming under generic data type. Now Krinjal, if you can give me one example of auto number.
Okay.
Where-
Student ID.
Student ID, very good. Hemant, if you can give me one example.
Uh,
Any auto number?
Not auto number in particular student or any
No,
other?
anywhere you feel that auto number.
Order number.
Order number, correct. So order number, purchase order number, invoice number, Aadhaar card number, anything unique, voter card number, all these are unique in nature. So it goes in a series, it goes in a series. So I need to create a auto number field here. So just see how I'm going to create. I select auto number, click next. So here you have the field label. What is field label? This is the field label, name of the field. You give field label as student ID example, okay. Display format, okay. So you can create something similar to this, that there is a prefix and there is a so you can say it is spring, summer, or you can say it is IIPM example, and then ID number format is like this. Starting number is 1, okay, and that's a student help text, okay. Click next. Now here again, that particular field label visibility, which all profile of people can view this particular field. So I am making it visible for all, and by default it's a read only, so nobody can change it, right? Click next. And then you save it, okay. And then it's not mandatory that whatever field we are creating, we have to display that field in the page layout. So if I want, I will not display, okay. I'll just remove it. Will not display in the page layout, but right now I want to display. Keep it here, save it, right? So what will happen? You go here, and then you can see there is a student ID, but for this particular record I have not created. However, if I create one more student and I save that, you can see that record is creating. You create one more record, it will be 2. So this is how I am creating the auto number field. Now let me go to the next one. Next one is formula field. So what is formula field and why it is coming under read only? Example, I have that student will pay first installment as 10,000 rupees, second installment as 5,000 rupees. So total amount you are going to pay is A plus B is equal to 15,000 rupees. Directly this 15,000, it's a formula field. You cannot change this 15,000. If you want to change, you need to change this as the entry, and then only this is going to change. So this is a read only field. So any formula field, any calculated field is always read only field. You need to change the input, then only output will change. Okay, so I'll just show you how to do that, but before that I need two field. So I will create two simple field here. One is currency field. So click currency, example. So here you have fee 1, okay, is the currency field. Next, again field level visibility for that particular field. Next, and I am creating one more, so I am directly creating save and new, and I am creating one more is called same thing, currency field. Next, fee 2, example fee 2 is next save and new. So we have created already two currency field. Now I am going to create one formula field. Click next. Here you give the name total fee. Okay, it's a formula field. Okay, now Hemant, you tell me, I add 100 plus 100 rupees. What is my output?
200.
200 rupees. So it's a currency what I'm getting as output, 200 rupees. But if I add 100 plus 100 student, that I'll get a number. So I can see what is the return type, right? So I select currency here. Decimal place I don't want. Okay, next. Now from student object, I am selecting fee 1, selecting operator, then selecting fee 2. My formula is ready. Check syntax, either formula is correct or not. Yes, no error. Next. Then you make it visible. Next. And now you save it. Okay, now you come to the student object, refresh that page. Now see, it is coming like this. Now enter the value here. Fee 1 is 100 rupees, fee 2 is 200 rupees. I am saving it. So total is 300 rupees it is coming. So this is how my formula field is working here. So under read only auto number formula we have done. Under generic we have created some currency field. Okay. So we are going to stop here today. Tomorrow we are going to start from here. However, before that, definitely you should practice, especially for those people who are learning it for the first time. You practice, and any doubt anywhere, first before starting the class, we'll clear all the doubts. I may ask you to create that, and I may see how you are doing it, and then we will move forward tomorrow. Okay.
Savyajit, just one.
Yeah, yeah, surely.
Since I joined in late, I just wanted to know any particular login which you have shared with everybody.
No. So for that, what you need to do, Kinjal, you need to go to developer.force.com. Okay, and you need to fill up on the top right corner of that page. You will get the sign up option. You sign up, you will get a form. You fill up the form, and you will get one email to your mail ID. Once you click the email, you will set up your password, and you will get the same login details. Okay. So this is your developer login. You will get that. So you see here developer edition, it is coming. It is lifetime valid. It is not going to expire, and it has all the features, functionality of Salesforce.com.
Okay.
So one question.
Yeah.
You created one currency field.
Correct.
This P plus P,
Yeah.
P1, P2, and
Correct.
Now this currency is user currency. There is one user currency. There is one company currency also.
Correct.
So this will be user currency.
This is yes. Right now our user currency and the organization currency is the same currency. However,
correct, that is fine. But suppose we have multi-currency feature enabled.
Correct.
Then in that case, say for example, I am talking about, for example, sales is there. Now in Europe there is your current, Euro sales will be in euro.
Correct.
And in Asia Pac it will be in some other currency. India it will be rupees. But it rolled up into US, it will be in US dollar.
Absolutely.
Correct. So there is a company currency called US dollar.
Correct.
But I am a user, I am entering this particular my sales into rupees.
Correct.
Now this will be on a user profile. On this profile, on this particular page, it will be entered into rupees, or it will be entered into US dollar?
No, 100%. It will be in rupees only.
Okay.
Right. So we can define for every user what is the currency, and what is my organization currency. So once user enter, it will be user currency, and that way he or his manager will see the report. However, when we roll up, it will be the whole organization currency.
So correct. So my question was that whenever I select a currency field, whenever a user is entering, it will be accepted in his currency.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely. Okay. So we need to assign that currency. I'll just show you. So example, this is the user. Okay. You go to that user, and here you have option that currency local. Currency local. Oh, here it won't come because multi-currency is not enabled. So right now
it's a
you
development environment, so you won't have multi-currency.
Correct, but you can change the company currency here. So once you enable multi-currency for user, like right now it is local is coming, language is English, time zone. So this time zone also very similar to it. What happens that my company time zone could be, US timing, whereas I work in India. So all the reminders I need, all the, timing calendar I need in Indian currency. So my company, time zone is separate and my time zone is separate. I can do that.
Right.
Similarly, like that. And here, if you want to change the company currency, you just go here, edit. So I am going to company profile, company information. I am editing it, and here I have that currency local. So here, company currency example, I am changing it to English India. English India. Oh, that's Hindi India. So I need to make it English India. And save. Then all currency, right now my currency will be in INR. Okay. So Acha, now what is your task is basically you need to follow recruitment app and warehouse app. Today Anupama will share those two applications. So look at these applications. I'll recommend to start with warehouse application, which is simple in nature. Create one application there, create whatever the objects they are asking you to create in that particular guide, create that, and then you need to create couple of fields there. So warehouse application PDF Anupama is going to share with you. Create application objects and few of the fields you can create. So tomorrow again from here we will start. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. So important thing, rather very very important thing. We are trying to make a few new processes which is must and mandatory to follow. Follow. There is no, it's not optional, because vision of the management or the company is to create a brand like that where people will say, okay, you are came out of a cloud expert, so no further test is required. It's just like IIT. You are coming out of IIT means you are a genuine candidate. So we are trying to go to that level, and so it won't come easily unless and until you practice. So we are making it very very strict and simple, so that you can practice and you practice it properly. So we are not at all keeping it optional for any of the student here. Okay, so anywhere, any problem, anything. And also very we have different level of trainers. Okay, I work as a functional consultant, business analyst, where all the architecture I design, I define. 99% cases I don't take classes. Also I neither do the implementation also, because that I used to do 5 years back. Last 5 years I'm more into architecture level and not into hands-on this level. However, there might be certain scenarios, certain situations where I am also stuck. Okay, when I will bring my project manager, my senior developer, who will explain you these topics, because they are hands-on day in day out. Okay, so it's like, as always I say that I am not the god that I know everything. I never claim that, but I can claim that definitely somebody in our company knows that. That is 100% sure. Okay, so you have all the right informations, right material, right people from whom you can learn, but ultimately it's all about your practice. So kindly do that. What all things you need to practice, we will email it to you today. Okay?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, one suggestion.
Yeah.
Since now this is the first class, so it is
Yeah.
fine. But from next time onwards, wherever it is possible, can you share your personal experience also? Wherever you can quote the examples, whatever you have come across.
Yes, definitely we'll do that. That
Practical examples, so that we can relate it to the real life scenarios.
Correct. So for that, there are two things. Once we move on on the topic, these are very basic things we have discussed, because it's only creating fields and all. But whenever we discuss, we will definitely share our practical experience and all. Plus we say that we are going to give you 3 projects, but actually it's not 3 projects. You get minimum 7 to 10 projects. So what happens, every project will have similar kind of videos. So once what we also recommend our student, that look at these videos. Okay, listen these videos. So you will understand, acha, this is a company, they are a resort company, they have chain of resorts and hotels. How we are doing a new application, which all modules, which all objects we are creating. which all fields we are creating, how we are defining the relationship, what are the different page layout. So whatever we are going to teach you, for that we have plenty of actual projects. So even if you start listening those videos, even if you don't practice, start listening those videos, you can correlate many times. I'll just tell you one of our student what he did. He used to carry some headphone or earphone kind of thing, and he used to play, like he doesn't have so much time that he will sit and listen and learn and all. So he used to listen music. He used to listen all these videos and what is the concept and what is happening, right? So it helps a lot. You slowly start getting the things. And moreover, very importantly, after this training, we should feel like, we have 1 year, 1.5, 2 years of experience on this. So if we do only creating fields and all, we may not have, that much experience. So we need to do little more, on that.
Yeah, true.
Okay, fine. Then we'll meet tomorrow. Kindly practice, definitely time you need to invest. Oh, bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.